Well, hello and thanks for joining us on a very special edition of Chasing the Dollar, brought to you by Sportingbet, because this weekend we have 10 heats of the Macro Meets Golden Easter Egg for 2014. Some outstanding racing as well. $250,000 will go to the winner of the series, and Adam Pengilly joins me to go through all 10 of these. You've had your work cut out, but it's an exciting time of year, isn't it?
Yeah, I feel like a kid on Christmas Eve, Ben. Really looking forward to the main fair on Saturday night. Should be fantastic racing at Wentworth Park. From a punting perspective, we always see 2 or 3 big guns that do exit the series in the heats on the first night, which is a bit of a surprise. We can find a few outsiders, so hopefully we find a bit of value on the card for all the punters out there.
Okay, we might as well get straight into it because we have 10 heats. We're going through all of them. Adam will be giving his tips, and of course we've got the markets from Sportingbet as well. This is race number 1 on the program, $2.50. You can see the one Dinah Nayland is dominating this market. Chica Destacada is $3.30. The 4. Who do you like here?
I'm going to go with number 7 here, Ben. Fast Archer. I'm going to stick with him. Now, the biggest concern with him is you don't quite know which Fast Archer is going to turn up on a week-to-week basis. He can be an absolute world beater one week, and the next he can miss the kick and look pretty ordinary. But I was really impressed with his run last week. He drew wide, carved straight across the face of the field, carved out some pretty good time as well. I prefer him drawn out a little bit wider on the track. I think Smashing Sally underneath him is going to head for the rails. He should be able to get a bit of room to move in the first 20 or 30 metres. And at the better value, I'm going to go with Fast Archer to win from Dinah Nayland, who I respect and expect to get through to semi-finals.
Okay, let's move along to race number 2, the second of the heats of the Golden Easter Egg. This is the way your Sportingbet market looks for it, and it's a pretty open race, this. Iona Tokyo is $2.90 the 3. It is our favourite, and a few of these at longer odds for the series. You'd think that, well, something's got to get through.
I'm going to go with number 3, Iona Tokyo. Ben, I'd love to own a greyhound like her. I reckon she can lead this race. Just going back through her last few starts, you have a look at her first splits. She's run 5.39, 5.37, 5.34. And that's the definition of a good beginner if ever I've seen one. I think in this race here, she can cross Kulu Special in the first 40 to 50 metres, can hold out Prue Bale on her outside and lead and run some pretty decent time. So I've got Iona Tokyo winning from Prue Bale, Where's the Surf and Kulu Special.
Let's go to race number 3 on the program. This is the way that the market looks for this heat of the Golden Easter Egg. $2.60. Ruda Khan is our favourite. Drawn the one here, and you do like it.
Yeah, I do like Ruda Khan, Ben. A perfect draw for her on Saturday night. Most of the early speed is a little bit out wider on the track, and she's drawn in the pole where she get a sweet run underneath Graydon, who has absolutely no early speed. My only query with Ruda Khan is she hasn't sort of consistently run sub 30 seconds in her efforts at Wentworth Park of late, but with more experience and more racing, I expect that to come. I think at around the $2.90, it's not a bad bet. So I've got Ruda Khan on top. A special mention to number 3, Vancaro Flash. I think he's drawn a lot better for this race on Saturday night. I reckon out of the $6 or $7 quote, he's a very good price and a value runner in the race, but I can't see anything else beating Ruda Khan.
Okay, let's go on to race number 4 on the program on Saturday night at Wentworth Park. This is the 4th of the heats of the Golden Easter Egg. You got $3.20 from the 1. That's Mexico City. Then $3.40 and $3.40 for the 5 and the 6. Tricky race, this.
Go with number 6, Croft Spread, Ben. I thought we might get a bit of a better price than $3.40, to be honest, but I'm still going to tip him on top. He's drawn underneath 2 really slow beginners, so he's going to get all the room to move early on in the first 30 or 40 metres. I really liked his run behind Innocent Till at Sandown last week. I think if he can cross Warrior King early, it's probably his race to lose. Now, the only query with him is he hasn't seen Wentworth Park before, but I'm willing to gamble on that. So I've got Croft Spread on top from Warrior King in 2nd, and I've got Mexico City and Bessie Boo for 3rd and 4th.
That goes to race number 5 for us. Let's have a look at the way that the market has set up for this one. And Kibo's $1.95 the 2. Looks pretty well placed too. What do you think about the draw?
I'm going to bet around Kibo here, Ben. I think number 5, Stilton Blue, is going to be fantastic value at around that $4. Hopefully get a bit better come jump time on Saturday night. I know this bloke hasn't quite put his best foot forward at Wentworth Park in only a handful of starts there, but he was fantastic winning the Nowra Puppy Classic Series of late. I'm expecting Kibo to qualify and qualify comfortably, but I reckon Stilton Blue has enough early speed to head him off and going into the first turn, and he might be able to carve out some time and make Kibo's job very hard to catch him from there on in. I just think he presents a bit better value in the race. I've gone for number 5, Stilton Blue from Kibo, Veyron Bale and Tomac Bale.
Let's go to race number 6 on the program on Saturday night. This is the way the Sportingbet market is looking for this one, and we have $3.10. Ritza Hattie drawn the 2 is our favourite from $3.60 double trigger the 4, then $4.20. There's a earn the 6. What do you think here?
Yeah, this is a really good race, Ben. Probably one of the stronger heats on the night. I'm going with number 2, Ritza Hattie. Really looking forward to see how she measures up in a series like this. There's a little bit of speed drawn towards the inside. It's not going to be a whole lot of room for error on Saturday night, but I really loved her last run before a short freshen up. In that race, she chased home Corborn Havoc. Coming out of that race was Evil Punk and Fast Archer. They've franked the form over the last 6 weeks with some really good runs. But the most important thing is I love the way she jumped from an outside alley on that occasion. She chased Corborn Havoc all the way to the line, and it showed me that her slow starting ways in the National Futurity Series might be behind her and might be a thing of the past. So I'm pretty keen on number 2, Ritza Hattie. And a quick mention to number 6, There's a Earn, who I think is a big smoky for the series later on.
Race number 7, well, there's plenty of tough races on the night at Wentworth Park. This is one of them. Let's have a look at the market for it. And we have $2.05 just at the moment for the 8 Innocent Till. $4.60 is second in the market at that is Walk Hard, the 5. Then we go to $5 the next line. Who do you like here?
Going to go with the favourite, Ben, number 8, Innocent Till. I don't really want to charge into the short price at around the $2, $2.05 mark, but I think he's just going a little bit too well for some of these. I'm expecting him to step cleanly, charge right across the face of the field. There's not a whole lot of early speeding boxes 1, 2 or 3, so I think he can lead. A big mention to number 2, Boyce Road. I think he's well drawn in this race. He's got plenty of ability. He might be the value runner, but I find it hard to see anything else beating number 8, Innocent Till.
Let's go to race number 8. We see the Australian Cup winner going around here. Let's have a look what the market says about all of our chances. Buckle Up Wes is $2.90 and the favourite. $3.40 for Tonk drawn the inside, then further out from there. Who are you going with here?
One of the best bets on the card, Ben, number 3, Buckle Up Wes, going absolutely great guns at the moment. The Australian Cup winner, he has plenty of early speed, and there is plenty of early speed right across the track, so he's going to have to step cleanly. But I think his draw is good enough to lead this race, and at around the $2.90, I think that's a fantastic price. He should be able to get the job done. I've thrown in number 8, Awesome Project, for second as the main danger, but I think it's been very hard for anything to beat number 3, Buckle Up Wes.
Yeah, plenty of interstate raiders coming to get the $250,000 first prize money, but Mark Gatt is flying the flag for New South Wales as well as a bunch of others. Perhaps the best of his chances comes up in this next race, race number 9. Let's have a look at the market. We have Red Road at $2.60 just at the moment. It is our favourite. $3.60 is Hawk Alone. Then we go further out to $4.60 for Corborn Havoc. Red Road, you like it?
Yeah, geez, I like this bloke, Ben. Number 6, Red Road for mine. He's probably drawn one of the easier heats on the night as well. He can be a little bit hit and miss at Wentworth Park and only a handful of starts there to date, but when he does jump, geez, he can carve out some time. He has run 29.50 odd at the track before. Calm model underneath him will probably want to find the rails, which should give him a little bit of room to move in the first 20 or 30 metres. If he does find the front, it'll be extremely hard to beat. I think there's plenty of upside to this bloke. I really like him to win the overall series as well. So number 6, Red Road on top for mine in this race, and I've thrown number 2, Corborn Havoc for second as the main danger, but I really like Red Road on Saturday night.
Yeah, great night of racing it is at Wentworth Park on Saturday night. It finishes off in style as well. Race number 10 is a cracker. Let's have a look at the market for it. It looks like this with $1.95. The Tasmanian Hell Yeah Bolt has come to town and one already has drawn the outside here. Do you think the favourite wins?
I'm not quite so sure, Ben. It's taken a while. Got to the last race. I'm going to spec one at really big odds here. Number 1, Ritza Rider. I thought he would have been around $6 or $7. At around the $12 or $13 mark, I think that's fantastic value. I thought his run last week behind Fast Archer was absolutely enormous. He drew wide on the track, copped a little bit of a bump going into the first turn, and really savaged the line late, running 29.90 odd. The key for him here is drawn inside. Now, the zip's gone out of his legs a little bit in the first 40 or 50 metres, so he has to draw inside, but I can see him getting an absolutely dream run along the rails here, saving some ground and really charging late. I think he's the best value bet all night on Saturday night at Wentworth Park, so I'm going number 1, Ritza Rider. I do respect number 8, Hell Yeah Bolt, but at the odds-on price, I just cannot charge into him, so I'm going to play a bit of value in the last race on the card.
OK, Adam, that is your look at the 10 heats. What's your best?
The Australian Cup winner, Ben, race 8, number 3, Buckle Up Wes. I'm going to around the $2.90. He's a very good price. He's going great guns at the moment. It's a tough heat, but I'm prepared to take him as our best bet on the card. OK, we saw your value in the last. We did. Race 10, number 1, Ritza Rider. I think the draw is perfect for him. Saves ground along the rails. I reckon, like I mentioned earlier, probably a $6 or $7 chance in my market. I reckon he can charge late and around the $12 or $13. Fantastic value. Could turn out to be a pretty big quaddie as well on Saturday night. I'm hoping so. We're going to play a little bit narrow in the first leg and go with Stilton Blue and Kibo. In the second leg, we're going to try and get some value. So I've got Ritza Hattie, There's a Earn, T Brady at a big price and Double Trigger. In the third leg, we'll go with Innocent Till, Boyce Road at some value, as well as Evil Punk. And we're going to come home in the last leg with Buckle Up Wes and just throw in Awesome Project for a bit of insurance. OK, good luck on Saturday night. We'll see you next week for the semi-finals. Yeah, it should be a fantastic night on Saturday night, Ben. Encourage everyone to get out there and looking forward to the rest of the series as well. Yeah, most certainly. We'll see you next time on Chasing the Dollar.